time states as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Lobos will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will have the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They're going to run it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. It's a running touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go right back to it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Allen. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Rides to back on the option to give. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Smith takes the handoff. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this guy's just...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. It's complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back gets to give. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs.
1st down, Lobos.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Lobos have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Clear. Here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Lobos! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is running away with things, and boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight. They're up 14 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to throw on third. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
To the air, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Smith. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. There he goes down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
That is an incredible job on the return, and this is the one thing you're worried about when you try a long field goal. You've got a lot of big bodies out on the field, and if they decide to return it, you're not going to be able to make tackles in the open field, and you saw it happen right there. What a turn of events. Missed kick taken to the house.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Lobos in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
Handoff to the lone batter. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Grab behind the line. It's Phelps. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Wide open spaces. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Easy.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on 3rd down to get the ball back. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Flex. Spider. Dino. Acorn.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Lobos! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Rodgers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Good pick up there, they'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Lobos have pushed it inside the 20. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, New Mexico! They move on top here on the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to...
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.